Hi guys, we're now into the third week of Advent and we're going to light our third candle. I wonder if you can remember what the first two were. Hope, peace, love. A long time ago there was a man called John the Baptist and he was busy baptising people in the River Jordan when he saw a man coming over the hillside. And he said to the people, "Look, the Lamb of God who comes to take away the sins of the world." That man was Jesus. He had lots of different names and one of them was Lamb of God. We'll be thinking about love this time and thinking about God's love for us. But I wonder who you love. I wonder how we can share love with one another. Emma, what have you been doing? I lent you my best shoes and just look at the state you've given them back to me in. Just look at these heels. They're ruined.
I'm sorry, sir. I haven't done anything. It wasn't me, honestly. I haven't touched your shoes.
It's no good lying. You're stupid. I hate you. And I definitely don't love you anymore. Well, yesterday, did I show Emma any love? No. I just got my human emotions all mixed up. I was angry and hateful and horrible to her. And that's how we are as humans. Our anger and our jealousy gets in the way of us showing true love. But you know, God's love isn't like that. You could say it's a bit like this ball. You see, there's no end and no beginning. It's just continuous. And God's love for us goes on and on and on. It's unconditional. That doesn't mean to say he likes when we do bad things. He doesn't. But he wants to love us and help us to not do those bad things again and to continue to learn how to show love like he does. There are many different ways of saying, "I love you." Different countries have different languages, and all those languages have those words, "I love you." Sometimes it's easy to say that, those words, and sometimes it's hard. We can show how much we love people by giving them a hug, sometimes a kiss. But we can also show by our actions, by being kind and helpful, by doing nice things. But God showed us how much he loved us in one special way. In the Bible, in the book of John, in the New Testament, chapter 3, verse 16, it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son." Shall we try and learn that together? For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son. Shall we try and be like God and try and show our love to one another? Yesterday I was talking about how we can show our love to one another, and I love to give people a big hug and a cuddle, But I'm not allowed to do that now because of COVID. So I've got my friend with me today, my big reindeer, and I'm going to give him a big cuddle and a hug. That makes me feel better. When my daughter was little, I used to say to her, I love you to the moon and back. But how can we show love to one another? Who do we love? Is it just our family and friends and people who are nice to us? Do we love the person who calls us names? Do we love the person who is unkind to us? How can we show God's love, unconditional, to everyone we meet? This Christmas, let's just show our love to one another and make somebody's day.